Hello everyone, Metal here, and welcome to my Borderlands 2 Maya Pure Efficiency No Nonsense walkthrough. I probably butchered that title, but anyway. Last episode then, we took on Lynchwood, got ourselves a perfect Deputy's badge and also a perfect Sheriff's badge, as well as some Lyuders and a Badaboom. So then, I had to cough there, I apologise for that. So then, as I stated in the last episode, I was going to go off camera and farm up some more Lyuders, which I have done. As you can see here, I've got a whole load of them. So I'm going to go ahead and sort these out right now. I think that's the max one. Yeah, as you can see, the differences on night and day. So we want to throw on a fire one. There we go. Is that corrosive one better? 1427. Yeah. Okay, and we're good to go. And as you can see, we also leveled up again. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw that into kinetic reflection.
Who needs a medical license when you got style?
Settle that
Try
off.
not to die. I'll patch you up whenever you need it.
So then, the plan for this episode is to take on Sawtooth Cauldron. Hopefully well, we're going to be farming for a bee shield, and if we have time, we're going to be doing the Uncle Teddy mission in the Arid Nexus Badlands and getting us a few, I want to say a few Ladyfists. I'll be doing the dual controller sign out farm method for that. If you want to know how that is done, I will leave a whole bunch of links in the description below. If you click on one of them, it will take you to a how-to video where I will show you in depth and explain on how that is done. So anyway, moving on. So first things first, we want to be able to skip a whole bunch of mobbing here, so we're just going to just drop down here. There we go. So now then, we want to clear out this entire area.
94 dermal charges if you want to get into the info stockade and find the warrior. Take the elevator to get to where they store them. I got no time.
Dirty sausage dump.
Another challenge completed.
All right.
Don't run!
Shut up!
I have to run!
Because we want to clear this area out, because we're going to be doing a little grenade jump skip. But before we can do that, we have to check off a waypoint that's up there. So that's why I'm making sure that all this is all clear of enemies. Come on. Thank you.
Well, who's this?
There are a lot of barrels in this area, so take out as many of them as you can, because you don't want to be tagged by anything. Come on. There you go. You ran into Cloud Guild, nice. Alright, take out these couple of barrels. Alright, some more spawns down there. I'm going to show you a little safe spot here as well while you're taking out the ambush commanders. Right, before we do that, do we have the right fastball equipped? That should be okay. I'll throw an explosive one just in case.
Shut up! That must have hurt.
I can't wait to get the Pimpernel a bit later on. And we are going for 2 of them. We're going to be getting a corrosive one and a fire one. Alright. Take care of that one in advance. Right then, so the safe spot we're going to be using is over here. We'll be hanging around here, picking enemies off, and using fastballs to take out the ambush commanders. 1 spawns up there, 2 spawn over there, and 1 spawns just around here. Spawns through that door, I believe, or that door. Alright, so let's stock up on sniper ammo. Wood lift.
Oh, look, everybody! It's a witty bitty slab
And head over
trying
here.
to use our elevator. Get him!
There's one of them.
Oh, I enjoyed that.
They are kind of dropping off a bit.
That was enjoyable.
Cool. They'll never come to you. Well, they'll never make it over to you. That's not doing as much damage as I was hoping it would. Let's do a corrosive. Wow. Good
That
shooting.
was fun.
So that's 3 ambush commanders already. Nice. So dude here. Take care of you. Goodbye. I love Maya's little laugh when she gets a crit. All right. Come on. See how nice and safe this is? Because you're going to need to use this spot on UVHM. And if you go for the OP levels, if you're going to restate your story, you definitely need to use this spot. Otherwise, you are going to get ripped apart.
Interesting.
Alright, so 2 or 3 left. There we go.
Looks like the elevator's not moving. You gotta piss Mortar off so he'll take the elevator down. The boom bringer! Mortar's prized buzzer. Go find it.
Okay then, so the reason why we cleared out this first little area here. And the reason why we're doing this is to skip some mobbing and a bunch of threshers. Because if my walkthrough goes to plan, the only threshers you'll ever have to fight will be the gluttonous thresher and of course Terramorphous. So keep heading out, check off the waypoint. There we go.
This takes me back. Last time I was here, I had Tiny Tina riding piggyback, right? Throwing grenades at the Sawtooth while I punched them in the red mist. The looks on their faces. Oh, I've killed a lot of people.
Oh, brick, don't ever change. Right, I'm going to swap over to corrosive. Take off the grenade.
Hey, do me a favor. You think about how all of Roland's training, all his experience counted for nothing once he met me. And ask yourself, if I could kill the wise leader of the Crimson Raiders without breaking a sweat, how hard will it be to
Shut
kill
up, Jack.
a psychotic
Let me do my
bandit
walkthrough.
king and a drunken frickin' sniper?
This thing around my neck sapping me dry. Promise me, so long as there's a bullet left in your gun, promise me you'll make Jack pay.
I'm seriously considering turning down the voice volume. So then, you want to aim your grenade roughly around here. There we go. Boom, first try. Nice. So back to corrosive fastball. And yeah, just clear out this area.
I want to be clear about something. This isn't about Pandora anymore. It's about you and me. I can never replace what you took from me, but murdering your Vault Hunter pals, destroying that flying city, hell, that's a start.
Take out them from a distance. So yeah, you're basically skipping a whole bunch of bad news that's over there. Because the original plan is where we went to that waypoint, you come all the way along to a little water area where you have a bunch of threshers. And then you got a lot of like badasses and dudes with shields and stuff like that and psychos. Yeah, you just don't want to be dealing with that stuff. So hence the nice little skip we did. And of course this area, you kind of want to play it nice and safe as well.
You won't enjoy this. Another down.
We'll have buzzards in a minute as well, so just be ready for them. There we go. Alright. Goliath. Right. Comes another buzzard. There we go. Cool. Yeah, the Ladyfist is ridiculous.
There's nothing Mortar loves more than his buzzard boombringer. If you destroy him, he'll be so pissed he'll have to ride the elevator down to take revenge on you.
Alright, we do have some more spawns, so don't just go running straight for the switch. There you go. Run back. Make those turrets priority number 1. And that might be everything. Like. There we go. Right, there may be 1 or 2 buzzards appearing, so just be ready for them. A couple more do spawn. Yeah, this is one of those areas that you have to take great care in going through on UVHM. Cloud kill is absolutely ridiculous. I love it. I once had a loot midget spawn from this chest.
Blast Boombringer to bits. Mortar won't be happy to see his buzzer go up in smoke, so he'll take the elevator down to fight you. Oh, and after you blast Boombringer, don't look at the explosion. Just walk away from it. You'll look like such a badass.
Well, we're going to take Brick's lead and destroy Boombringer and be all badass about it. So, there we go. Did the blow up? There we go.
That slab just blew up my buzzard without even looking at the explosion. But I'm scared. I'm coming down and you're gonna die.
Sounds like you can take the elevator down. Feel free to kill Mortar on your way up.
So back down the way we came. Here is our friend Mortar. Bye-bye. Wow. A first try pandemic. We're not going to use it, but there we are.
It's a fine day, full of opportunity.
It's not a great grenade. I will admit that. We got better grenades than this, so get rid of it.
A pleasure as always.
Alright then.
We're always open.
My boys are gonna come in and steal the explosives, but the sky's gotta be clear first. Take out those buzzards.
So once again, if you're new VHM, play it safe. Stay in here. Take out all the dudes. How are you hitting me through nothing? Oh, you're there. Okay. That's probably why.
Why don't these guys just give up? You already killed their boss. Idiots.
That's 2. Three. See, this is just how strong the Lyud is. You don't even need a corrosive one for the buzzards. It's just that strong. Come on.
Ooh.
There we go.
Now mark those crates for pickup and my boys will come and get them. They'll need those charges to blast open the path to the info stockade.
That's a lot of bad news down there. We're not done with enemies yet, by the way. We will have some more spawns, some Goliaths and stuff like that, so be ready for them. They spawn over here. There you go.
Oh, got some slabs heading in for pickup.
Come on. You're right there, dude. Thank you. No Goliaths, huh?
Watch your head.
That's actually a
Slab's
first.
coming in. Well done. Jump off the east end of the tower if you want to get back to the fast travel station in the quickest and badassest way possible.
Let's do it.
Slab, did you just jump off the buzzard's nest? God damn, you make me proud.
You stop.
Okay then. Now it's time to go back to Iridium Light and make our way to Arid Nexus. So, was that efficient enough for you? I hope so. And I've just dropped a whole fucking bunch of frames. I don't know why. I'm going to go ahead and actually close some things right here. Bear with me just a second, please. I'm going to close you. There we go. It should be okay. I think it's time I upgraded my CPU. I'm only using a crappy 8th generation 8500.
Let me know if anything catches your eye. Carving out Emptor.
Alright.
Good luck. Hey y'all, welcome to the new and improved Kitchen Ride. Now with 47%.
King Mong. Nope, he's not over there. Perhaps he's over here.
Keep your head down, Slab. My boys are starting their run.
Nope.
That ought to do it. The way to the info stockade is open. Get in there and find out where Jack's got Lilith and the Warrior. While you're doing that,
So if the footage skipped at any point now, I do apologise. I have no idea what's going on with my OBS at the moment. Okay then. So we're going to turn this in.
You see that building with the light shooting out of it?
Let's do some more kinetic reflection.
That's the info stockade. We're gonna get you there through the main Iridium pipeline. Head there now.
Ooh, hello. I love you. Yep, always check vendors for better shields. I'm not sure how many times I've said that already in this walkthrough, but yeah, keep an eye out. You never know. Shut up, Mordecai. You never know what you'll get.
You can use that to get inside the pipeline. It'll be messy, but it'll lead you to the stockade.
So, before we continue on this mission, we're going to head back to Sanctuary and pick up a side mission called This Just In. Because, yep, you guessed it, it's time for the bee farm. And this is the whole reason why we got ourselves a singularity. Let's go ahead and put that on right now. There we go.
Who needs a medical license when you got style?
Alright, how are we on Iridium? 32. I think we can get an SDU somewhere. Hopefully we can get another grenade.
dangerous to go alone, jerkwad.
We can. Nice.
What a sucker.
And we're going to start getting a lot of stuff very soon, so I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of bank slots.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So then, let's go to Mordecai and pick up the side mission. How are we doing on time anyway? 25 minutes, not too bad, not too bad. It's always worth checking these lockers and washers, because you never know, you might get some iridium. Alright, Morty, where are you? Alright, how many bank slots do we have at the moment? 10 slots, okay. Alright, Morty, where are you?
Explain it to me again.
Like I said, you've been listening to those Hyperion newscasters?
It's the Vault Hunter Jack tried to kill. All about the faces.
I found the guy who's recording them. He's in the area next. Just pay him a visit and set the record straight.
Now then, guys. Excuse me. The most effective way of doing this particular farm is just keep farming him and don't bother turning in the mission, because once you turn in the mission, loaders are going to spawn in and racks are going to start attacking you. So keep the mission open, do not turn it in, because if you keep the mission open, it's just you and him. And I'm going to show you the reason why we spent so long keeping an eye out for a singularity grenade, preferably a sticky longbow. So come to about here. Aim for the building. That will get Hunter angry.
Pretty cool.
And doing it that way will stop a well, you see right there on the screen, find radio station. It will stop that from checking off and, you know, and proceeding on with the mission. Because as soon as that checks off, loaders will start spawning in, racks will attack you and everything every time you try and farm this guy. So yeah, so that was a no-go. And then we go again. So I'll do a couple of runs here and then I'll go off camera and see what I can get. Now, because we're only on normal mode, we don't really need the highest amp damage shield. What we really want is the highest capacity we can get. It's more ideal for normal mode. Obviously, TVHM UVHM, higher the amp damage, the better. So just keep that in mind.
I love my powers.
Anything? No. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera, and I will be right back once I have a B shield. Well, or one that I would like. So I'll see you in, well, for you, just a couple of seconds. Alright guys, I'm back. So then, that took roughly about 15 minutes. We got ourselves a total of 3 B shields, which is actually really nice. Normally in that amount of time, you probably only get about 1 or 2. And as you can see on my screen, press A to join there under my name. I have my secondary profile signed in and ready to join, because we are going to be going for the Ladyfist after we've done this mission. So then, the B shield then. We got this one here, which is overall better than these two that we got. Yeah, the recharge rate and delay is worse than these two, unfortunately, but Yeah, it will do. The main reason for using the B shield will be to do some mobbing in this area for the loaders, and obviously once we get the Ladyfist, we'll be using that coupled with the B shield to take on Jack and the Warrior.
Feeling overburdened by money?
So get rid of those two. Don't need them.
Don't have too much fun. May it keep you safe in your 2 words, my friend.
And since we're here, let's do one more run. So aim for about there. There you go. He gets all pissed off and jumps down.
Hold it right there.
And with the B shield, go for a crit. Boom, 1 shot. And no drop. Okay then, so swap over to the corrosive loader. We're going to keep the singularity because we will need it later on. Right, let's put on the main mission. I'm not quite sure how I got slagged there, but whatever. Yeah, the thing, right, there's a problem with this game. If you get slagged while in a vehicle, you are permaslagged.
God damn it! You okay? Looks like the ladder's busted. Still, the pipe looks cracked. I bet if you raise the pressure, you can blast the pipe wide open. Get inside that way. Yeah. Head to one of the pumping stations.
Slam! Mordecai! I made it to the Hyperion outpost. Just give me some time and I'll steal a drop barge. Once y'all find out where the warrior is, we can.
So yeah, the
all
B's
go
ridiculous.
after it together.
Everything dies in a bullet. There we go. Unfortunately our car got destroyed, but no need to panic. We do have another station right there. Right, Hyperion snipers, where are you? There you are. Nice. Grab some ammo.
Cool. Now, hit the other 2 pump stations and raise the pressure till that pipe's fit to burst. Then you can bust the pipe, get to the stockade, and find out where the warrior's buried.
Hey, buddy, it's me, Roland. Let's kill Handsome Jack and then we'll all go out for milkshakes.
No, I'm just playing. He's still really dead.
Oh
Grab
man, I
yourself
really
a
wanted a
beer
milkshake.
wrap.
Damn you,
Just
Jack.
wanted to tell you that Lilith is doing a bang-up job charging the vault key for me. The warrior will be weak in no time.
I was so excited then for a milkshake. Man, what a jip. Okay, this area can be fairly dangerous, but on normal mode is not really a problem. But if you're doing this on TVHM or UVHM, I'm going to show you how to do it safely. Is that all the sniper ammo we're going to get, huh? Okay. Okay, so just hang about here, by the corner. Run out, let some more spawn in. There we go. So I am surprised. Normally by now my bee would have broken. Alright. More's gonna spawn in. There we go. So yeah, that's how you do it safely. So, but beware, more's gonna spawn up there. Where are you? There you are. Okay, are we safe? Yep. Right, I'm not going to hit that yet because there is a chest you can grab, and with who knows, we might get lucky and get something out of it. They've just come along this way. Not many people know about this chest, by the way. Oh, hello. Exploder. Right. Okay, so they're spawning anyway, regardless. Okay. Good to know. How have I not taken a hit yet? Wow, this is a very clean run. Screw it, we'll just go ahead and hit it. Why not?
Sounds like the pipes are nearly bursting. Hit the last pumping station and we'll be ready to blast the pipeline open.
So apparently killing a loader over here makes more of them spawn. So normally hitting the valves triggers them to spawn in, but apparently that does as well. So the more you know, I guess. So like I said, come around here and you can find yourself a chest in this room. Not many people know about it. Okay. Job's a good one. The detection on that is ridiculous. As you can see, I was nowhere near that pool of slag. Right then, so unfortunately they spawned. Sometimes you can get over there. Oh well, slagged again. Sometimes you can actually go up those pillars there and jump in through the roof, hit the valves, and sometimes the enemies won't spawn. But unfortunately, this time they did. Oh, I got a crit like that. Nice. I'm just going to play it safe. Here comes some more. Oh, I got hit. Where are you? Ouch. Those rockets hurt, man. They really hurt. Right, let's jump up here. I was not sure you can hear it, but yeah, I'm perma-slagged. The only way to get rid of it, unfortunately, is by safe quitting. Wait, we've got a thing over there? I mean, I might as well, it's XP. Even though I don't need it now, because we have hit the level cap for normal mode. Everything is around level 30 to 32. Okay.
Great. Pressure the pipeline so high, a little force will pop it like a blister. Get back to the pipeline and bring your vehicle. I got an idea.
Actually, let's grab myself a fresh one.
You there? Good. I heard that all the way back.
Yep, you don't even need to crash into it, just drive along
Get to the stockade through the pipeline now.
like I just did.
Get inside and find out where Jack's got the warrior.
Alright, how are we doing on time? 43 minutes. Not bad, not bad at all. Right, this chest here, you can actually get through the grate. Anything good? Corrosive cloud. Merv. Murray. Nah. Right, potentially dangerous area coming up. And weirdly enough, nothing spawned. Okay. That's, there we go. Damn rats. So hang around here, you're
Stay still.
relatively safe.
Bedtime.
Another surveyor, come on. I haven't got all day to wait for you, mate. This one likes to get stuck sometimes. And it's given up. Alright. Oh, it's coming back. Sometimes it gets spawns here, sometimes you don't. I don't know why it's so random, but oh well. We got lucky this time. Okay. So, if you want to go ahead and do the Uncle Teddy mission now, you can. If you want to go and grab that Ladyfist. Just skip forward in the video if I have time to do it in this video. I'm not sure if I will. And, yeah.
You should all be running.
You want to go for a dynamic or a maximised Ladyfist.
Every bit of data in the Hyperion network ends up archived here. Mining information, security footage. It all flows to the stockade. Get inside.
Good news, everybody.
But this mission won't take very long, so I might as well just get it done now.
Hyperion was no match for my secret punch you in the face until you die fighting style. When the time comes, we'll fight our way to the vault together.
Ouch. I probably shouldn't have the bee on for this.
You were weak. Fantastic.
I am pretty low on ammo. Right, can I destroy this from here?
So it goes.
I know you can, because I've done it before. Might need to get to higher ground for it though. You can just about see it.
Here you go. Grenade out.
There we go. You can shoot it through the little thing there, that little gap. So you can get to this chest.
Insert any donated organs into the receptacle below.
That is beautiful.
You know, I'm gonna pick it up for money, but don't really need it for anything else.
Welcome, customer. A pleasure as always.
Right, so just to show you. Oh, what? Any more interruptions? No? Alright. So, this is where you get the Uncle Teddy mission, but we're not doing that just yet. You can if you want to. But I just want to get the main mission out of the way first. I don't remember this many loader spawns. Okay, so Saturn. There's a skag pop around here. He's getting mad at us. There he is. Spawning Saturn.
Stay still.
Damn it, be broke.
Just give up.
There we go. And if you recognise this area, this is actually from Borderlands 1. And that's where you get off the bus. You come all the way around here into Firestone and meet Zed and everyone. Alright, moving on. Now, was Saturn nice enough to drop me a hive? I'm probably not going to use it, but, you know, it's always nice to have. It's a fairly rare drop. There is a blue. Is it a hive? Can't tell.
Yeah, I know you think I'm a monster. You think I enslaved Angel.
Nope.
But you didn't see what she did to her mother. I had to restrain Angel's power. You get that? I had to.
And I'm sure he had to exploit her for profit and power, too. Don't listen, Vault Hunter. He killed Angel long before you pulled the plug.
Okay, exploders and constructor.
Lilith has quite the little mouth on her, doesn't she? And as it turns out, when that iridium is pumping through her body, I can stab her over and over and over. She heals right back up. I'm antagonizing her. She looks pissed. Son of a bitch. Coming, Lilith. Just hold on.
Cool. The bee is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, come on, constructor.
That was
There we go.
enjoyable.
Okay, now we got Hyperion snipers. Let's have that. Right, and where are you?
Great job, amigo. Now that you're in,
You're up there, aren't you?
there'll be an info terminal nearby. Find it.
Yep. Oh, it's two of you. Alright. Okay, next up we have a bunch of loaders and 2 constructors. There is a safe way to do this. I'm going to show you how to do it. Head up the ladder. And sit over here. And yeah, just take stuff out as fast as you can. There we go. Alright. Now we have constructors. Back up the ladder. Take this one out first.
Jack sent all the iridium he's mined straight to the hero's packs. That must be where the warriors been. Get back to Sunshine. It's time to get ready for the final assault.
There we go. Nice and safe. How much are you worth? Yeah, you're good money. Although we don't really need it, we have 365k. Alright, safe quit. All right then. So we're not going to turn in mission just yet, because that will mean having to travel to Sanctuary and coming back here. We're not going to do that just yet. So now then, we're going to go for the Uncle Teddy mission. Unfortunately, we do have to mob again. Yeah, that should be all right. I mean, you can actually skip these skags. There is a way of getting around them without alerting them, but I like killing them. There you go. Yeah, you actually just run along here. You don't alert them at all. Jump over here. And the only thing you have to be careful of are the loaders. There we go. They usually want aggro to you. Okay then, Uncle Teddy.
Thanks for accepting my job. Hyperion robbed my Uncle Teddy and sent him to die on this armpit of a planet. I need you to search his cabin in the Arid Nexus for something I can use to avenge his death. You'll need to access my uncle's secret lab. Find some evidence that Hyperion stole his weapons designs.
Oh, you're corrosive. Okay.
The Baja clan is getting
That was fun.
And yeah, you may recognise this little area. TK Baja's cabin.
There's a hidden lever somewhere
house.
that'll get you into Teddy's basement. Teddy, like a lot of people on Pandora, evidently, kept all his Echo correspondence. Find something that proves Hyperion stole his designs, so I can sue him into oblivion.
Okay, so what the devs did here to confirm the death of TK Baja. As you know, in the Zombies DLC, he actually became a zombie. And you have to get a bunch of brains for him for some side missions. So if you look over here, you can actually see a box full of brains, which confirms that he is actually dead. So, yeah. Nice little Easter egg there. This game is full of Easter eggs. Okay then.
Well, first day on Pandora.
That's the first one.
Not too happy.
That's
Well,
the second
lost
one.
it.
I can never remember where they all are. I know there's one. I think it's here. Nope. 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 I'm not going to open that one yet. Man, I can never remember where they are.
Marion got 8. by a big-ass skag named Scar. Once I bury her with the ladyfinger, that cute little gun I made for her, I'll see if I can't get me some revenge. You won't have died for nothing, Marion. I promise you that. Scar blinded me and ate my leg. I may be a blind, crippled widower, but that don't mean all's lost. Met some folks looking for the vault. I did the see you later joke a couple times, but they just didn't get it. Oh, and I did find that old message I got from Hyperion a few years back. Hid it in the corner for safekeep. Oh,
Where are you?
Bandits. Well, I'm sure this will turn out all right.
I can never remember the locations for these. They're always in this. They're always in the same place. There it is.
Mr. Baha, we at Hyperion adore your wave rifle design so
So you don't have to come up
that
here
we have
at all.
decided to appropriate it for
Open this.
ourselves. Our assassins are en route to your home on Isolus. Between us, Mr. Baha, I would suggest leaving the solar system before they arrive.
Great. That was just what I was hoping to hear. Now, if you can find the blueprints for the weapon design they ripped off, I'll give you the first gun my uncle ever gave me.
So you can actually grab the blueprint without even messing around with the vendor. Just make sure this one's open. Press and hold X.
Hello, mercenary.
There you go.
Should you
You pick it
return
up.
those sensitive documents to the Hyperion Corporation, we can offer more than what Mr. Baha's niece can pay. A fine Hyperion armament, for example.
Don't listen to those corporate thieves. We both know my uncle deserves justice. Then I'll throw in the first gun Uncle Teddy ever made for me.
Okay then, time for the Ladyfist Farm. So remember this route I took. So then guys, once again, go check the links in the description below. I'll have a link there for a how-to video on how to dual controller farm mission rewards. All right, I think it's something like how to farm multiple quest rewards, something like that. So I'm going to show you real quick right here. Grab my second controller. I'm going to pause the game, bring her in, confirm the character. There we go. And I'm just going to run along. This is the exact same character I used for the how-to video itself. Alright, so stand about here. Force a save. There you go. Force a save. And then
Thank you. Hyperion's gonna have to spend billions in
collect the
legal
rewards.
when this hits the courts.
Accept it.
I'm sorry I can't
Turn around.
offer you more.
Face your other character. Throw the gun out.
Whoa.
Stay in your inventory. Pick up the gun. Leave. And then simply sign out of your main profile. What that does is it boots you back to the title screen without saving your game, which will allow you to farm multiple quest rewards. I do actually go more in depth in the how-to video where I explain the process, and then of course I show it during my Sandhawk farm. So yeah, definitely go check that out. So it's done correctly. So I'm back in. join back in on your second character. There you go. Continue. Alright, on your second character, as you can see, we have a Ladyfist. Throw that out. To make things easier for farming, obviously I recommend just leaving with your second character. There you go. And then you can just go ahead and pick up this Ladyfist. There you go. That's how you... This is the console equivalent of read-only farming on console. On a PC, I mean. You can either set your save file to read-only, or you can just do the Alt F4. And of course, on the base version of Borderlands 2, when it was out on PS2, PS3, Xbox 360, you could actually use the cross or cloud save method. But unfortunately, that option is not available on the Handsome Collection, which is the whole reason why I put that video up in the first place, is to help out those players who are on the Handsome Collection on the previous gen and current gen PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X, or Series S. So there you go, that's how you do that. So what I'm going to do now then, between this recording and next recording, I am going to be farming for maximised Ladyfists. I'll be going for a shock, corrosive and fire. I recommend you guys do the same. Dynamic also works. We are going to be using it mainly for farming the warrior. Be coupled with a shock Ladyfist, just melts Jack and the warrior. And we're also going to be using it for, you know, just various mobbing and bossing, stuff like that. So it's going to come in real handy later on, so highly recommend you go for it. And that's going to be it from me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope it helped. What do you think of the walkthrough so far? Is there anything I can do to improve it? Stuff like that, please let me know. Once again, I'll leave a bunch of links down in the description below, one of them being the how-to video, of course the playlist for this walkthrough, and I might leave a link or two for my Outriders playthroughs. I've got a Devastator and a Technomancer up there. So yeah, and that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, take care everyone, and as always, I'll see you later. Bye bye.